Hey guys, what's up? How are you? I hope that you guys are having an amazing day today. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jarell, and in today's video we're going to be playing with some makeup, which is one of my favorite videos to do. I decided to shop my stash. I am using some products that I am absolutely loving, as well as some new products that I have not had the time to use. So if you are into that, then definitely stay tuned. And before we get into the video, please don't forget to like. That definitely helps out my channel so much. You guys have no idea. And if you like this type of videos and you guys want to share it, that definitely helps me out even more. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. Alright guys, so I went ahead and did my base already because I am trying two products out and I'm comparing them from one to the other. If that video is up, I will link it down below, but if it's not up, it is definitely going to be coming right after this. Alright, so we're starting with the eyes, and I am going to be using this new one right here, which is from Natasha Denona, and this is the mini bronze palette, and this is how it looks like. I already did the little swatchy on this hand right here, as you can see. From like right away, I am not super in love with this palette, and the only reason is because it doesn't have anything that is lighter than this, so I don't have anything to highlight my inner corners. I will have to bring something with me if I am traveling, and usually I buy and purchase this little mini palettes especially to travel with. So we're still going to use it. I already used it a little bit off camera one Sunday, but it was like a super simple look. If you already have the mini palette, by the way, then you definitely don't need this mini one. But because I love Natasha Denona and I want to make sure that I am very knowledgeable, because Natasha Denona is definitely one of the brands that I cover here on my channel, that is the reason why I decide to purchase it. To prime my eyes, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, and I'm going to use my sponge to blend that into my lid. So now using Gabi, which is the middle shade right here. I'm probably not saying it right, but we're moving on. So I'm going to start with that shade right on my crease, and I'm going to diffuse it as much as I can, just for it to be a really nice wash of color. I'm going to use the shade right next to it to diffuse it a little bit more. And I'm going to use Rosette, which is this one right here, with a smaller brush. I'm going to add it to the crease. And stand it out just a bit, and adding it to the outer corner. Going back with the middle shade Gabi and just blending the edges. Using bronze foil and a MAC 242 brush, and this one is a very old brush from MAC. I am going to add that all over the lid from the inner corner, creating like a cut crease with this shade. Alright, so now right in between the dark shade and the fuller shade, I am going to use Tough, which is this one right here. It's a little bit brighter than the deepest shade that we use. And I'm going to add it right here. Alright, to finish up the eyes, I decided to take this palette out, and this one is the Glam Face palette, also from Natasha Denona, and this one is the light version, and I'm going to highlight using this shade right here. And you can see how intense it is. So beautiful. I love this palette so much. It is such a favorite of mine. So I got reminded of this palette because of this little palette from Natasha Denona. I love this little palette right here. I like to add it to my inner corner and just drag it up and kind of make it meet with these shades up here. I love doing that. So moving on to concealer, I'm going to be using this little baby one from Hourglass, and this one is in the shade Sepia. It might be a little bit too light, but we always make it work here. While that's settling in, I am going to be doing my brows. For my brows, I already used this one right here, which is the gel from Patrick Ta, and now I'm going to fill them in using my Anastasia Brow Duo, and this one is in the shade Granite. I just go back and forth with both of them, and I'm going to fill out my brows. I'm going to blend the concealer now. right, for the lower lashes, I'm going to go with this shade right here, just a little bit. And I'm going to run that on the outer part of my lower lashes. And I'm going to clean the brush, make sure that there's no pigment left. And I'm going to go back with this shade right here, the orange shade in the middle. And I'm going to run it on the rest of my lower lashes. I'm going to set everything in place, and I'm going to be using this little tool right here, which I absolutely love, and this is from Beauty Blender. And the powder that I have been loving lately is this one right here from Givenchy, and this one is in the shade 3. It is so good. It just makes your under eyes look so nice and smooth. So I am going to just grab a little bit, and I'm mixing all of the shades, and right in the center of my face, right in between my brows, and right in the middle of my forehead. Right, before I move on to bronzer, I'm going to finish up with curling my lashes. This tool right here from Shiseido is the best lash curler in the world. It gives my super straight lashes a really nice curl. And the #1 mascara that I have been using and abusing is this one from McGrath, and this one is called the Dark Star Mascara. It is a little bit dry and it's getting old, but it is so good. To bronze up the face, I'm going to start with this one right here, which is from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is in the shade 2 Medium, the Sun Kiss bronzer. It is absolutely beautiful. I love the way it works, especially if you already have powder on the skin. You can still use it. I use a little bit at a time. This brush is the Sigma F47 brush, and I love this brush because it's like angle and it makes it so easy to add the bronzer. Because the concealer is a little bit too light, this bronzer is definitely going to help us to just get some color back into our face. And again, this brush is just lovely, and we're looking so much better already. And just going back with the sponge just to blend the edges. And whenever I'm not using any cream bronzer, the #1 bronzer that I have been reaching for the whole entire summer is this one right here, which is from House Labs, and it's in the shade Medium 6. And it is absolutely stunning. The finish of it, the way that it feels on the skin, and the color is just perfection. I am going to use this brush right here, which is from Refer, the 05 brush, just to add a little bit more color, more warmth to the skin. Oh, it is so gorgeous. It has like a little nice glow to it, but it's not too glowy. It's just so gorgeous in my opinion. The blushes that I have been using nonstop are these ones right here from RMS. We have 2 shades, which is Mai Tai, which is this one right here, and Sangria. I love these 2 blushes right here. They are just perfect. They're so glowy, so beautiful. They just apply to the skin amazingly. I'm going to add the Sangria shade on the back of my cheeks just because it's definitely going to go. Both of them are going to go just fine with this look. So I'm going to add a little bit on the back of my cheeks. Oh, so good. So good. And right on the apples of the cheeks, I'm going to be using Mai Tai. You definitely don't need any highlighter with this look right here and these blushes just because they have so much glow already. But whenever I've been reaching for highlighter, it has been this one right here, again from House Labs, and this one is in the shade Peach Quartz. It is absolutely stunning. All of these products have been living in my everyday drawer. Have been reaching for them non-stop just because they are so beautiful, so nice. So I just need a little bit of this right here. I mean, so gorgeous. I think I added too much. I'm going to tone it down a little bit with my sponge. Going to add a little bit on my Cupid's bow. To finish up this look, I'm going to be lining my lips using the Rare Beauty lip liner in the shade Wise. And we're going to be using Talented for the lipstick. I absolutely love these type of shades. Definitely a really nice monochromatic kind of look. I did not realize that my lips are so dry, but we're going to fix that using this lip gloss right here from McGrath, and this is in the shade For Real. It is a nudie kind of shade. Just going to add it right in the middle. So good. Alright guys, so this is the final look using all of these amazing products. I have been loving this. All of these products that I have been in my everyday drawer, have been reaching for them, testing them out, really falling in love with them, and I absolutely love everything that I used today. The only thing that was new to me, and it was my first time using, it was this one right here from Natasha Denona. I absolutely love the quality, little to zero fallout whatsoever. It was just so easy to blend, to build up. Absolutely stunning quality for sure from Natasha Denona. But if you already have the meaty bronze palette, then you definitely don't need this one, so you can skip on it. But if you don't have this one, then definitely this is the way to go for summer looks and fall time looks. This is definitely going to be your best friend, especially during the fall time. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. I will link all the products that I've used down below in the description area, just in case you guys are interested in using any of my links. Again, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you next time.